Hello, folks. Welcome to the Scumdogs Kennel. I'm your host, Christopher Williams. Now, we're going to have to wait a little while people get into the chat. So I'm going to be showing you some artwork that so we can all enjoy and see my upcoming comic book, my upcoming book, Scumdogs. So let me go out and get some artwork for us to look at. Let's see, let me go over here. All right. Got that. Let's see. Here we are. That's you too. Got you. You. All right. Yeah, you too. And you. And there. Now, let me put this on share screen. And now we'll go look at some artwork. Let's see. Here's some of the pictures I used to design Miss Breasty Melons. Pretty good. Let me do this. Here's one. Here's another. Right. Here's the actual pinup, the black and white line work for Miss Breasty Melons. I love the face on her. As I keep saying, it's just mischievous, doesn't it? And you see what I did to basically, I erased and redrew, trying to get her pose just right. Let's go over here. Let's see. Here's Buick Starpoon. All right. Here's some of the black and white line art for it. Let me also get this up. And here's Death Mug. But first, let's go back over here. Here we have this. Here's the colored version. As I said, I'm proud of the colored artwork I did on this page. You see, but as you see, the black and white line art is damn good. All right, now let's try this. Here's the first page, the Scumdogs Kennel. Let me get the artwork for that up, the colored version. Let me here. As I said, I'm thinking about having this recolored by a professional or recoloring this myself. It's good for what it is. Good here. All right, let's see. Here's the pinup for Hair Metal Doctor, the black and white line art. Looks good. Looks very good. There's this. All right. Here's Hair Metal Doctor's accessories, his doctor's coat, and his other stuff he has with him. And here's some of the faces I used to design Hair Metal Doctor's own face. See the characters I based him on from G.I. Dr. Mindbender from G.I. Joe, Toe Cutter from Mad Max, and Ozzy Osbourne. Like that. I keep saying the same thing, but I enjoy the artwork here. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, looks good, huh? Right. There's this panel. I'm really proud of what I did to draw this death mug on this page here. You see the faces and stuff like that. It has these like that. You see the artwork down here. Looks good. All right. Looks very good. See the city in the background and stuff. All right. Let's do this. Let's go to this page. Here's the black and white artwork for it. All right there. Here's another page with Buick Starpoon on it. You know, the guy we all know and love, like this. Right now, he looks cool, don't you think? Here's a closer look at his face. There's the other characters in the background. There's that. Here's this picture, black and white artwork. Right, this. Go down here. I show this off. Death Mug, after he removes his skin from himself, revealing he's actually, well, himself. All right. Let's have this page here. I love the artwork. Other one. Yeah, can't forget this page. I like showing it off because I'm really proud of these panels here with Papa Snore and stuff like that. Right here and stuff. Here we have the scum dogs running past the statue as they go through a warp zone. You see them trying to burn all this going on and stuff like that. Here we have this where we have a picture with Papa Snore like this. Looks arrogant here and stuff like that. All right. There's this picture. We do a close up of his face and stuff. There's this. There's Papa Snore being dragged into the mud. There's all these characters doing this. Looks good. Now, let me go back over here to StreamYard. We have someone watching us. Thank you for joining the Scumdogs Kennel. Keep enjoying the show as we keep going a bit further. Right, here's this. Go down here. We have the colored version of the pinup for Hair Metal Doctor. Stuff. Let me do this. Did really well doing it. You see him basically dancing there. Looks awesome, doesn't he? All right. And here is the pinup for Miss Pristine Melons, fully colored. There's this. And here's this. There we compare them again. You see more of the background and stuff like that. You also see what I did. As I said, I erased and redrew her, getting her pose just right. And you see the finished product right here. This looking awesome, doesn't it? All right. Let's see this. I love the face, as I keep telling you. And she looks awesome like that. Pretty good. Looking damn good. All right. Let's see this. We have a panel right here and stuff. We have this stuff right here. We have this one. This one basically is just awesome looking. We see Shortenstein, the little version of Frankenstein. We also have E.T. Terrestrial, E.T. Allen. Get it? E.T. as an extraterrestrial alien. Right? We also have Death Mug, Sloppy and Murder Mouth running and stuff like that. I keep mentioning how I love the fact that I made Murder Mouth basically looking at everything they're running past like that. All right, looks good. Let's go back over here for a second. 1036. Now, we've been at this a while. Let's go over to Indiegogo and open up a window. Oh, there's Camel Moon's Hell Salad. It's made 16,847. Dynamite Premium Cosplay Collectibles. USA Assassin. Fragaboom's book is now 171,000. Right. Right. Have some new Indiegogos, it looks like. Not bad. Yeah, but first let's go over to Bounding into Comics and look at what's going on with the news before we do anything else. Report HBO Max and Matt Reeves to develop police procedural set of the Batman's Gotham City. Didn't they already have something like that with Gotham City? Yeah. But at least they're actually doing something with cops again. Artist shares comic pages of Wolverine fighting. Yeah, pages of World of Warcraft to introduce transgender character. How annoying. To introduce blah 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 agenda politics blah blah blah. Okay, maybe we want to look at some other stuff first. Let's go to this. We got this covered before I decide to do anything here. Let's take a look at this. Power Rangers reboot reportedly as female. More agenda politics ruining your movie. Blah 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 blah. 13 big movies. Guardians of the Galaxy first started Star-Lord's War Mistake. Infinity War Mistake. See other stuff I don't really want to look at right now. Let's try VG 24/7. Let's see what's going on the video games. There. If I see something good, I might go back to to one of those other stuff. We can save something good we see here for a little later. Let's go over here. There's this. Taking a bit, trying to boot up. Let's go to this. World of Warcraft wants to introduce SJW politics into their game. World of Warcraft recently announced they will be introducing a transgender character. A transgender character in a ancient world. Who is probably going to be a fighter, even though transgendered people are basically, well, having their bodies altered like this makes them unable to fight. So there's probably just going to be a magical transformation. So basically it's a guy or a female turning completely into the gender. So that's actually a transgendered person. Well, because they're completely transformed by magic. So it kind of gets rid of anything like the magical aspect of them actually transitioning, of them, having things cut off their bodies and altered, which makes them basically, if they were to go and have a character like this, would probably be killed if he actually got into a real fight. Well, as a gay pirate couple in their upcoming Shadowlands. Gay pirate couple, blah, blah, blah. Earlier this month, community manager Kavix posted to the Blizzard forums revealing that a key character in the upcoming Bastion storyline will be an SJW piece of, it's going to be more geopolitics. Krivitz wrote, on an upcoming build for the Shadowlands Alpha, we are updating some dialogue and quest text referring to a key character to the Bastion storyline, Pelagos. He continued, while normally we wouldn't share these changes in advance, we recognize there is a higher than usual possibility of this being misunderstood. And when it is discovered out of context through determining when to make sure that what our intentions are. Krivitz then revealed that Pele will be a transgender character, a key part of the Bastion stories that are able to choose physical form that represents their true self. Pelagus, who presented as a woman in his mortal life, chose to be a man in the Shadowlands. Who presented as a woman in his mortal life, chose to be, So actually, when he becomes his true self, this is all magical, so he actually is a woman in this new world he is. So he can't really say he's a transgender character. And he doesn't have any of the actual things that an actual transgender person would be suffering, like the fact that he has his, well, if he becomes a woman, he gets that place that between his legs. How in real life those people have, well, constantly have pain as well as trying to keep it open from it healing because it's not meant to be open. All of this is just magical hoo-ha, and with him basically going through not having to go through any of the actual pain that a real transgender person puts themselves through to try and be their real true self. Krivitz concluded the team had originally written him to use them pronouns, but received feedback that him would be more respectful of the character's wishes to be identified as a man. This change is simply the result of us listening and responding to that feedback. I'm sure this is genuine feedback. I have my doubts. Blizzard notes that Pelagos will be the second transgendered character in the game, the first a gnome named Terra that can be found in Dell. Blizzard, which explains that Terra is a tribute NPC for a transgendered Blizzard tribute. A tribute to it, and I'm sure this isn't you trying to basically purse puppy all of this, huh? Trying to make yourselves look good. More stuff. Now let's go. As reportedly, one angry gamer, this announcement comes soon after one of World of Warcraft's most prominent guilds, Method, found itself embroiled in a Me Too scandal with many members renouncing their ties to the organization. In fact, the guild's general manager, Shauna Dira Roberts, I resigned tonight from Method. I can't abide by some of the decisions that were made. The reasons for them, this includes not only just, but importantly others, to the players, streamers, and staff who let me be part of their journey for 5 years. I'm blessed and grateful. Doesn't tell us anything that's going on, huh? The announcement of this new transgender character shortly after this major scandal had many of the World of Warcraft community expecting on. Yep. This is all PR stunt, pretty much. Yep. Whether this was a blatant PR move in order to sweep the Me2 scandal under the rug. Twitter user Clublum wrote, manufacture a narrative involving a determined NPC's pronouns as a means to virtual signal some woke PR. Yes. Fix Shadow Priest? No. Fix the core flaws of the game's mechanics? No. Say something after your Darling one guild disbanded to a huge sex harassment skill? No. Manufacture a narrative involving determined NPC pronouns as a means of virtual signal for the woke PR? Yes. Yep. For woke PR. Caleb Prime had it's really suspicious that they tried to virtual signal the pronouns of a determined NPC immediately after their pampered number one guild fell apart last week. After serious accusations of sexual harassment and grooming by two of its members, very suspicious indeed. It is really... Twitter user HyperHannabi added, the joke about this pushing something progressive whenever they need to bury a story that makes them look like repugnant S-heels isn't really much of a joke, is it? Wolfman Joke responded, no, it's just an incredibly blatant PR strategy of theirs. It was a joke maybe back in 2017 when we all started to catch on, but now you could cook eggs by it. Yeah. In response to Kevik's post, a thread from Archive was started on the official Blizzard forums. Was started on the official Blizzard forums for World of Warcraft, discussing the changes with a number of people mocking the decision and questioning whether or not it would actually be implemented in China. I doubt any of this is actually going to be in China. That guy who's going to transition into a girl will always have been a girl in China. This is all PR. This is all PR. Blizzard has a spotty track record with China. It was recently revealed that the company kowtows to the communist government after they banned Hearthstone champion Blitzchung after he expressed support for Hong Kong protesters. The thread mocking them would be taken down. Not only will Blizzard be introducing a transgender character, but World of Warcraft head revealed but WoW head revealed they will also be introducing a gay pirate couple into the game as part of the Night Fae thing. You're going to have gay characters with the Night Fae. Of course, you're going to do that. It's not going to be just regular pirates who just happen to have gay characters in it. You're going to have them part of be the Night Fae. Unbelievable. The Night Fae. These new additions to the game came after the Soros Found management disclosed this past February that they owned over 750,000 shares of Activision Blizzard Incorporated with total holdings 45,070,000 as of December 19. The company had previously owned 0 shares of Activision Blizzard in February 2019. Soros Found Management LLC is owned by billionaire and progressive activist George, huh? Yeah. I think it's pretty much true. This is just propaganda and more bull by a guy who has no idea how the world really works. Let's just move on to something else. Let's see. Let's look at this. How far are we into this? Anyone joining us? All right. They're making a new Gotham City police show, huh? It's been done in the past decade or most, but HBO Max will be home to a new series centered on Gotham's finest, expanding on the upcoming Patterson-led Batman universe. The Hollywood Reporter discloses the streaming service is developing a police drama set in the same Gotham City as the Batman from director Matt Reeves and Boardwalk Empire creator and stuff. Winter will write the executive and produce with the Batman and the Planet of the Apes producer Dalen Clark and Warner Brothers Television in Idaho will co-produce. This is an amazing opportunity, Reeves said in a statement, not only to expand the vision of the world I am creating, but to explore it in the kind of depth and detail that only a long-term format can afford. He added, getting to work with an incredibly talented Terrence Winter, who has written so insightfully and powerfully about worlds of crime and corruption, is an absolute dream. The announcement of this new series follows a news Reeves accepted his overall deal with developing new projects from Disney to Warner Brothers. HBO chief of content Kevin Riley gave an indication that Gotham's PD procedural is only the first of many projects Reeves will develop for the platform and WB-TV. Our collaboration with and CDC allows us to elaborate and grow fan connections across powerful brands for years to come, Riley said. Riley concluded, I'm surprised they're doing a Batman police procedural now because of all the stuff that's going on with the police and the idiocy of it. This is Batman as most audiences have never seen him before, and we know fans will want to spend more time in this new world inspired by the film. Fox already did something similar with Gotham starring Ben McKenzie, which was mixed bag of villains, origins, retcon to Bruce Wayne's child before he put on the cowl. TH says to expect Jeffrey White to reprise as Jim Gordon in the Batman for HBO's Max Gotham Police series. It's unsure if Robert Pattinson will make an appearance. The show doesn't have a name yet, but some are calling it in Gotham Central, a nod to the comic written by Greg Rucka. After adding fuel to the speculation, they will reboot DC together for Warner Brothers. Okay, a bunch of stuff going on there. All right, let's go over here. World of Warships ends partnership with the YouTuber Arch Warhammer at the behest of Games Workshop because they're idiots and they want to tank everything that's actually good. As I said, let's move on to something else for a little bit. We looked at that. Let's go back to, we got this covered real quick. All right. Pierce Brosnan says being James Bond is the gift that keeps giving. All right. I still don't like what I'm seeing. Let's try it, VG 24/7 again. All right. Man. All right. Amazon delays its new world MMO to spring 2021. Probably because it's not going to be a very good game. I don't trust Amazon not to basically just jumping in here to try and think they can make money, but not release anything good. The Far Cry 6 release date main plot leak on the PlayStation. Ooh. So Far Cry 6 has been leaked. Man, I don't see anything I really want to look at. Let's go over to Disney Star Wars is dumb. Let's have some fun. All right. Let's take a look at this. Juggernaut stolen again. Ooh. Let's take a look at this, huh? Let's go through the bullet list of plagiarism acquisitions against Lucasfilm in the Disney era. Acquisitions arose that specific elements from The Last Jedi acquisitions arose that specific elements from the Last Jedi screenplay were plagiarized from fan fiction. Yeah, I've heard about that. How they basically stole a bunch of stuff that was used in fan fiction, stuff like that, and thinking they don't have to pay for it. Yes, it's fan fiction, some wrote up, but if you steal their ideas, they can still make it, well, they can still apparently bring enough anger from people that people will take notice of and basically point to what was stolen from their work, even though it's just, what it is. They can make enough trouble for Disney that people will sit up and take notice. Acquisitions arose that specific elements from The Last Jedi screenplay were plagiarized from fan fiction. That is, as I can see, you just read it right there. Let's see what else can I say? Wow. New acquisitions arose that editing techniques in The Last Jedi were plagiarized and escaped from LA. Because you can't steal anything, and you steal stuff from movies like that, because Disney is just a bunch of thieves. Then it was discovered that the crystal foxes may have been lifted from a Polish artist, because they can't create anything new. An artist seems to have been plagiarizing character posters for Solo. A nearly identical editing sequence for the throne room sequence was found in The Wizard of Oz. Well, that's funny. But then again, I hate the fact that The Wizard of Oz is getting basically embroiled in this SJW politics and other stuff. Leave the Wizard of Oz alone, huh? But then again, the actual creator of The Wizard of Oz was basically a pro-feminist jerk himself. Really. But I'm sure even he might have his limits with what they're doing. A scene from Ella Enchanted was found which seemed to lift costumes and choreography, because Disney is just, as I said, thieves, and they can't think of anything original, so they'll take anything and chuck it into their movie, hoping it will stick, hoping that people will go want to see it by trying to appeal to everybody. Basically, that might be like they're trying to appeal to everybody, even people who like other movies. So they put this all in there, hoping that'll bring more people in there. Well, it won't. You're just going for people who like Ella Enchanted, and I don't think most people don't really like that movie. Almost identical artwork seems to have been republished in the Star Wars Imperial Handbook written by Daniel Wallace. More similarities between the throne room sequence of The Last Jedi and the 1967 version of Casino Royale was found. Ships and characters in Star Wars Resistance seem to have been copied other designs. Some have suggested that the Razor from The Mandalorian was a ripoff of Neil. The TIE Dorito appears to have been lifted from fan artist E.C. Hendry. A fleet of ships designed by Mill Miniatures was found in a Marvel comic book. The Nobilian K frigate from Calamity-sized shipyards was found in the Dr. Alpha comic book. A Juggernaut from Fractal Sponge was used in a Star Wars role-playing game supplement. Because Disney, once more, proving that they're just thieves. Siege cannon from possibly lifted from Last Airbender. Thereless Siren bears a remarkable resemblance to Homunculus La Toulouse, created by Dutch artist Margaret van Bruvart in 2016. Today's claim of plagiarism comes from Eckhart's Ladder, who talks about work from Fractal Sponge, whose Juggernaut model appears in another official publication without credit. Here we have this. Can I guess I can. Is that the Juggernaut? Yeah, doesn't look right, does it? Walk or crawl. Oh. Yeah, Disney is just a bunch of thieves, and they're basically panicking that everyone can see them for thieves, and they can't create anything original and good. I mean, they had something here, but they failed miserably. They had it, but they lost it. They can't do anything. Let's see here. More people are watching us. Daytona Falls. Hey, oh, what's up, bud? Nothing much. Hey, Daytona Falls. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm trying to entertain you, but leave some more chats. But thank you for coming in here and having some fun with me. Welcome to the Scumdog Kennel. Hail, Comicsgate. We're just looking at some news stories right now. We're talking about how a Juggernaut stolen from, let's see, this today's claim of plagiarism comes from Eckhart Ladder, who talks about work from Fractal Sponge, whose Juggernaut model appears in another official publication without credit. I can't get this up here, so we can. I think this is this thing here, this thing with the wheels of the Juggernaut, and it appears remarkably like something in Star Wars or something similar. A new low, Star Wars books. Just Disney's stealing stuff as usual and not giving credit to the artists or paying anything like royalties. Just outright theft. All right, looked at this. Well, let's go over here. Should I go like this? We could go back to Indiegogo. The Money Mascots are back, and they're now funding through in demand. I thought they'd get another 30 days, but they're at 14,984. Not bad. Let's take a look. Let's see. There's new Indiegogo. There's new stretch goals they have. We have this stuff like this. This here for this. We could take a look at this trailer. Let's look at it.
I'm bored.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
Are you looking for something exciting to read while you enjoy some sugary cereal?
Yeah!
Then grab a copy of Mighty Mascots from Alterna Comics. Born from the ashes of a disastrous 3D printing accident, 8 living advertisements have banded together to right the wrongs of this world, led by a former child star. These unlikely heroes are freaks to some, but you will know them as the Mighty Mascots. The miniseries is 3 issues, full color, and printed on glorious newsprint. This is the fun superhero series that you didn't know you needed. Created and written by Keith Gleason, featuring artwork by Ian Morianto and colors by Anton Bondi.
Ahoy, I can't wait for more!
Mighty Mascots is part of your complete breakfast and comic book reading experience. Only from Alterna Comics.
And that was the trailer to the Money Mascots. I've already got the Mighty Mascots 100-page giant. All right, 2020 and stuff. I didn't back it. I just bought it from my comic shop, so I plan to read it and review it. So expect a review video of that eventually up. Let's go down here. You can get a bunch of artwork, but you can yourself can buy the first 3 issues as well as the or the trade paperback with this that collects the same 3 issues for 10. You can either get the three issues 1 through 3, or this, and they collect the same story and stuff like that for $10, or you can back the $15 thing for the 3 new issues they're doing. I guess this actual cereal Reckless Sidekick, huh? I guess you can actually buy this thing of cereal, which looks pretty good. The true breakfast of champions. Even if your child likes the other guy's comic books, they will love the Mighty Mascots. Kids just love strange and quirky heroes. Relive the sugary cereal Saturday morning cartoon days of youth. It's a delicious comic delight for the young and the young at heart. Yes. Now here's some of the artwork and stuff like that. I haven't read this for a while. It's like this. Here are the characters in the Mighty Mascots based on cereal mascots and other things. Captain Horatio Honeyflakes, obviously based on Captain Crunch. Boxer Bear, well, who's based on another thing. Mondo Martian, I don't really... well, Brewster McPunch is obviously based on the Kool-Aid guy and stuff. Presser, but there we have Coleman there. We have Sea-Rat, who was based on Toucan Sam, Whack, Smack, and Boom, based on, well, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. We have new characters coming in as well. You see them coming for the Mighty Mascots of this new series. All right. We looked at this. Let's see here. Let's maybe look at some more stuff over here. No. Looked at Mighty Mascots. I think I'll go over to PC Gamer and see if we can't find some other stuff to look at. Amazon's MMO New World delayed again. All right. All right. So look at this. Let's take a look at this. Let's look at this. A New World is the fantasy MMO from Amazon has been delayed again. The game had been set to come out on August 25th, but the studio announced today that based on feedback received from alpha testers, it has decided to push the release to the spring of 2021. We want to ensure that the most dedicated players have plenty of middle and end game experiences as they venture through Antarium. We want our players to feel completely immersed. Yeah, the name of this game is even not all that great. New World, huh? Maybe it is a good name. I don't know. But New World. Since studios quality and lasting gameplay you trust, and that means added time to get things where we want them before we fully release. Studio director Rich Lawrence. As a result, we will be changing our launch date and correspondingly our final beta test to spring 2021. We don't make the decision lightly, and we have urgency about getting the game to you as quickly as possible at the best quality with some additions that will make the experience even better. Instead of a full release alpha, instead of a full alpha testers and people who have been pre-purchased New World or signed up for beta will be given the chance to play the full game as it stands on August 25th for a limited period of time. It's not clear whether anyone who signs up for the betas will be invited or only a limited number, but eligible participants will provide instructions on how to take part. Only a limited time. Lying liars. This is just them trying to, well, basically not even keeping their promise, just basically trying to placate and trying to deflect criticism. This is actually the second time that the New World has been delayed. It was originally slated to launch in May 2020, but in April, the release was pushed to August because of development slowdowns caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. It's also the second big walk back. Why do you have to slow downs because of COVID-19? You're making a video game. You guys could basically send your work in through the internet and basically have this game out there by May 2020. But no, you decided to push it back and push it back again, probably because you have, well, nothing but junk on your hands. For Amazon, it's unreleased in PvP shooter Crucible and returned it to a closed beta testing. Basically, closed beta testing. Okay. Looks like they pushed it back and kept it like that. I'm thinking because they know they have something here no one's going to want to look at. Or maybe they do have something here. I just don't know. All right, looked at PC Gamer. Let's go over to Kotaku. See about some more news stories. Valve failed to make a lot of Half-Life games beyond Alex. Over 50 sexual misconduct allegations in Super Smash Bros. Community in turmoil. Let's take a look at this then. The competitive community for Nintendo's popular Super Smash Bros. Series has recently been rocked by an overwhelming amount of sexual misconduct allegations and an endless stream of victims. There we are, we get more crap. Many speaking out against highly skilled, popular, or otherwise powerful individuals has come forward to expose the dark underbelly of a scene built around playing an obsensual children's game. This has sparked serious conversation about what can be done. What can be. Are these actual sexual misconduct allegations true, or are they just coming from people who are looking to get their names out there? And basically trying to, can be done. In the last week, according to Kotaku's tracking statements made on social media, more than 50 victims have come forward to expose someone in the Smash community of some sort of sexual misconduct. These accusations include multiple instances of rape, sexual assault, preying on minors, and grooming underage players. Several have resulted in bans from various tournament regions, and esports sponsors are retreating en masse without a true governing. Well, this does look bad, but I still have. Well, my doubts are the fact that I want to actually know the actual facts of this case before I actually start blaming people and doing that, because I don't want to be like the SJWs who constantly say, leave all women, instead like that, and basically end up coming out as liars and actual rapists themselves. From various tournament. Several have resulted in bans from various tournament regions without true governing to investigate allegations and enforce punishment. However, it's often left up to the multitude of desperate Smash organizers to decide for themselves what to do on the local level. And as we've seen, that often is a recipe for that's often a recipe for disaster. That's often a recipe for disaster, especially with how many children attend these events. I can't speak for every other community, but I know that in Smash, there was never a voice to speak up and air out the truth. Community artist Jacqueline Jusu Cho told Kotaku while discussing her own allegations against retired competitor Gonzalo. While the world at large has finally reached its boiling point and sparked change through movements. Oh, now you're saying it's Me Too is a good thing. And in actuality, when it's basically been revealed to be basically run by a bunch of people who are rapists or just outright, well, it's just nothing. Of Smash culture has made it hard for anyone to talk about anything outside of the game. These types of behaviors have been happening for years, and when we're sporadically brought up, we're quickly swept aside because it upset the people. Even worse are people calling an attempt to cloud out, chase, or stir drama because the viewer is incapable of seeing how these players they idolize could be horrible people. Horrible people. The most recent round of allegations stated that the Troy, in the early morning of July 1st, the 18-year-old Wells published a Twitter long on his history with Smash commentator Simon most normally an alleged sexual relationship in 2016 where Wells was just 14 years old at the time, while Dunstan was 24, and he attributes many unspecified present-day issues to the summer they spent together. Dunstan would go on to become a popular choice for commentary at major grassroots tournaments before eventually doing on-air work at an official Nintendo event for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in 2019. Dunstan has not addressed these allegations publicly, but has been banned from attending events organized by 2GG, a major tournament series based out of Southern California. Claims against Dunstan seem to open the floodgates for attorneys similar accusations to the Smash community, many of which have also involved minors. Dunstan did not reply to multiple requests for comment. Starting on July 2nd, a litany of allegations were also published about Jason Entz, who some consider one of the best players in the Super Smash Bros. For Wii U era. An anonymous person speaking through a third party on Twitter who has since closed down their account said a couple of players that include Betas had slept with her when she was just 15 years old. She claimed that Bates, who would have been 21 or 22 at the time, advised her when they met in 2016 to tell everyone she was on the verge of turning 18 to avoid arousing suspicion. Bates denied the allegations, claiming the anonymous victim had told him she was 18 and the woman of the Smash community had a beef with him. He since deleted the statement, locked down his Twitter account, distanced himself as Smash, and promised to get lawyers involved. Bates did not reply to multiple requests for comment after several more women came forward about encounters with Bates. His sponsor, the South Korean esports organization T1, terminated their contract. Gonzalo was perhaps the largest figure in the Smash community to be cited for alleged sexual misconduct, who stepped away from the competition in early 2019 in favor of streaming. He's one of the top Smash players of all time thanks to a 52-second tournament win streak in Smash Brothers for Wii U, but now his legacy also includes allegations of sexual harassment, both of which involve minors. Jacqueline, a popular artist in the Smash community, first came forward on July 2nd to say that while they were living in the same house, had frequently shown explicit content like Craigslist ads for sex workers and hentai when she was 15 years old. The next day, an alleged victim using the pseudonym Kay said that she and Barros had said sexual relationship over the internet when she was 14. Barros was 19. Barros initially denied these allegations, saying he hadn't ever purposely exposed child to explicit material and wasn't aware that Katie was underage, before eventually addressing his behavior and promising to step away from the Smash community in face of overwhelming evidence collected by Charles concerning his history with the two women. But still, I want to know the actual facts of this. After really looking into Charles' claims, I started an interrogation and feel that in the end, Joseph feels very wrong and affected by ultimately she wants an apology directly from Barros. On July 3rd, the next day, Barros also addressed Katie's allegations. Right? It's true that claims that Katie makes are true in general. Barros did not reply in multiple requests for a comment. Facebook claims which Barros has signed an exclusive streaming deal on December 19th, Sports earned as a Tempo Stomp publicly cut. So at least this does look like it's real. I'm just only saying it's real because he does claim that he did it. Make no bones about that. So this probably is true what he did. But he does come off saying that the broad facts are true. He's just trying to basically deflect criticism, but I still don't trust anyone involved in these cases until I actually have real concrete proof on what exactly happened. All right. Well, a lot of the same issues are spread throughout gaming at large. The Smash community is unique because it takes those same themes and amplifies it through an unregulated gateways. Yeah. All right. Unregulated gateways because people just want to play a game. Now, a lot of this stuff, as I've just said, we need to know the actual concrete facts of what's going on. This guy here, basically with these two women, looks like he is guilty, but we need to know what's happening. We need to know if this trial, we need to know the actual facts. Other people mentioning this could very well just be could be basically part of smear campaigns against them, basically by people who don't like them. So I must say we must know the actual facts of what is going on before we basically before we know anything that is true. All right? Which naturally leads to the worst potential outcomes. Cholo explained to Kotaku the community is so down to earth grassroots and inviting, but it's also underdocumented, unsponsored, and unregulated. For a lot of good people, there is no issue, but for potential criminals, those prone to abusing such gateways is an opportunity to prey on minors and other unprotected community members. Adults and children are quarreled into the same space, the same hotel rooms, and largely the same mature party culture, despite the games appealing to mostly the younger. Lack of regulation also means that social structures are in regulation then comes from an emergent homie culture where bro and social stigmas overrule any real logic. Charles said social hierarchies, particularly male-dominated, grow to dominate the scene. Blah, 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 blah. Here, we can't trust this article, I think. Male-dominated grow to dominate the scene. What about all the female abusers out there, huh? Take this with a grain of salt. Now, a lot of these guys, some of these guys, or at least some of them, but don't make any actual accusations. Get them. Some of these guys have probably done things, but we won't actually know the truth until actually all the facts are out there. And this kind of article just basically says, can't really trust these articles. Basically, it's just trying to the guy writing this article is probably just wanting to get his name out there, basically trying to get as many clicks on it as possible. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't disregard any actual crimes that have been taken place, and we need to actually know the actual crimes that have happened. But this thing that it's particularly male dominated to grow and determine the scenes. This is all male dominated, and that's the fault of what's happening. Is basically, I think, something like them throwing shade at males again, because they can't do anything else but throw shade at males. And thus, serious things are then regulated through the unspoken rules of friendship. Serious issues that should be discussed and investigated in a business or legal setting do not get this through objective analysis that they need, and instead get swept under the rug or undocumented for this lack leads to corruption and lack of consequences or accountability. Despite being mostly accountability. And as I said, we needed to know the actual facts, and this basically sounds, he says should be discussed and investigated in a business or legal setting, objective analysis that they need. Yes, but I don't trust anything what this guy is telling me beyond the fact that some of this stuff has happened. Despite being mostly hands-off when it comes to competition, Super Smash Bros. Developer Nintendo addressed this glut of allegations in a recent statement to BBC. We are deeply disturbed by the allegations raised against certain members of the competitive gaming community. The Japanese company said they are absolutely impermissible. We want to make it clear that we condemn all acts of violence and harassment, exploitation against anyone, and that we stand with the victims. Stand with the victims. Yes. If there actually are victims, they should be protected. But we need to know the actual facts. And this makes too much of Me Too to be anything more than just them speaking out of their mouth. What exactly Super Smash Bros. Community leaders can do is up in the air. Responding to these instances, they have been as well and good, but how can they be prevented altogether? Recent events have shown that there are deep systematic issues in the Smash community, all of which can be found in the traditional fighting game community, or esports, or the game and film industries, or really anywhere that people come together and interact. In many of these allegations, there were people present who could have said something if culture of silence hasn't already been established. If competitors truly want to live in the role of community, they need to figure out a way to be more proactive than reactive when it comes to abuse. More blah, blah, blah. What we need are the actual facts, and maybe to know what's actually going on here. That doesn't mean believe everybody just because of their gender or anything like that, or their kids. Because I don't put it past people to lie, especially some of these women who are coming forward are now basically adults. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't basically investigate what they're saying. These people could very well be victims of these men. But that doesn't mean that we should go hog wild like a lot of people have been doing recently. We need to know actually what is going on here. All right. We looked at this. All right. Good. Let's see here. We're 52 minutes in. Bianca Fights the Zombies. Aloha, dudes. Thank you, Bianca Fights the Zombies. Leave a few more chats and tell me what you think about my video. We looked at this for a while. We were looking at the money mascots for a bit. It's some fun there. Now let's see if we can't find some more Indiegogos if the new ones are up. All right. Let's see this. Go here. There's this. Stomp 1 comic book has made 3,515, 22 days left. Oh, the lost page is at 19,024 with 18 days left. That is good. All right, let's say Assassin. Magic Cup is still funding in demand if you want to pick it up. Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet is at 1,023,518. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if there are any new updates. June 30th. Of course, you know there's all this, the PVC toy and stuff like that. I have already backed for the Ides of March cover, so I'm getting the free PVC Cyberfrog PVC toy with it. But I do plan to back it again for the Jar Lee cover here, as well as the Salaman Droid Death Sting book. And because of the stretch goals Cyberfrog 2 has reached, I'll be getting 2 free comic books that'll be included with my order. But I have a little time to decide when I want to get my books. I'll have them shipped to me in this chicken fry shipping box, so that'll be good. And I can't wait to get my book as well. As you see, there's the new Salamandroid PVC toy too. Everyone's getting a free Ubats Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet will get a free Cyberfrog PVC toy. But if you got the honeycomb box set that's now sold out, you're getting both of those toys free. So if I want to get the Salamandroid toy, I'll have to spend $25 to get it, and maybe I will, because I wouldn't mind having the set here. And the Salamandroid PVC toy, the tail is adjustable. You can basically get it into any design you want. You can take the tail and basically twist it around any way you want. Okay, did this. Some fun here. Don't see anything else. Let's go back here. There's the Camel Moon's Hell Salad, which is at 17,277. Let's see. Yeah, doing well. Let's take a look at the trailer for it. Look at that cover, huh? All right, that's doing well. This book is from Camel Moon is doing great. This is his first campaign. It's already reached 17,000, making well over what it's doing here. You see some of the different covers. Here's this cover, and here's this cover. It looks great. Good. Right. There's this cover as well. Gotta love that all the covers look painted almost. Well, most of them. Especially this one that looks painted. It looks like something great. I love what I'm looking here. Right, there's this. There's that. And this there looks good. And this artwork. That was Camel Moon. Look at this, huh? Looking very good. Looking very good. I love these covers. Now, let's go move on because being a little too quiet here. Oh, there's Black Flags. There's Black Flag, Pineapple Perception, doing well, 171,000. The Plot Holes, which has made 192,701. Doing very well. It's made the creator a lot of money, but this guy probably should be close to 1 million instead, basically near 200,000. Right. Do As You're Told, The Ballad of No Comic Book. Battlebrick Roads at 62,325. Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales at $203,014. We have Agent Solo Under Siege. Let's take a look at this book. The artwork looks pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I think I've seen this before. Yeah, this looks like a good looking book. Is this his new campaign for going for 5,000? Is a bionic super agent named Jackson Bryce who threats national security threats. Yeah, he's a cyborg with superhuman abilities. He looks one hell of a great looking hero. The artwork is pretty good. Not the best I've seen. Let's take a look at this trailer real quick.
Hollywood, welcome to a special.
And it's boring. This book does look good. And how much is the actual comic book? Solo Early Bird Special, 10 USD. Solo Early, you get a signed copy of issue 2, which head sketch with personal thank you for $10. Not bad. Agent Solo reprinted action, $10. Agent Solo printed action, you get a signed copy of issue 2 with a personal thank you. Okay, yeah, this is the second issue in the story. Yeah, just $10. This is well worth getting because it's only $10 for getting this book. That's good, plus shipping. We looked at that. That was pretty good. All right. T-Bird and Throttle with 9 days left has made $13,925. I'll probably get another 30 days in. So that's good for this. All right. It's almost made. It only needs a few $1,000s. It needs a little bit more, and this one will be funded. This book looks good. You can either back for the 4th issue, or you can back for the trade paperback and get the entire story in one book. Looks good. All right. Look at this. Let's go looking down here. That's some more stuff. 3 Nights, 4 Days, Part 1 as well. It's just started its new 30 days and stuff like that. So it looks pretty good. Florida Man is doing well. Doomsday Kingdom Volume 1 is now funding through In Demand, so it's done well. Sins of the Fae has basically has another 27 days left. It's been fully funded. Cash Grab is doing well. We'll have to come back for that. Another Kiss for the Littlest Umbrella, which has made $129,790 with 4 days left. That is doing well. Chronicles Calamity, which has made $3,987 with 6 days left. Hopefully it gets another 30 days. Graham Nolan's The Chenoo is doing good. Sidewinder, Smuggler's Labyrinth, as I've said, is a good-looking book. There's Mare, which has made $28,228. All of them look good. Ooh, Unhinged Entertainment presents Absolute Book 1. This book deserves to be funded and stuff like that. It needs to get to a 5,000 for a fixed goal, sadly. It's got 11 days left. Hopefully it'll do it. It's basically, well, more than halfway there. It just needs another $1,500 some dollars, and needs a little over $1,000. Hopefully it makes it, because this book looks good. It's great artwork. It's about aliens invading Earth and the people and stuff like that. So it looks good. All right, let me go back over here to see anyone else joining us. Ooh, we have more people watching the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you for joining us. We're just having some fun. That was, let's see, Extreme Champion Tournament, Fractured World, 75 AUD, 16 days left. First time I'm seeing this one. Not bad. The artwork looks pretty good. All right, let's take a look down here. Yeah, this looks good. Wow, look at that artwork. It's basically seems to be a tournament fighter where people fight to the death. And basically like Mortal Kombat, huh? First time I'm seeing it. It's got good artwork and stuff. Good for an indie book. 52 USD going for 347 flexible gold. Hopefully this is its first 30 days, because this is the first time I've even heard about this book. Fractured World, a new exciting graphic novel within the XCT universe. It looks good. Fractured World. It's just a fight. Basically looks like a fighting game and stuff. So this is good. The actual book itself, Fractured World PDF, $9. You get the PDF and stuff for $9. Fractured World graphic novel, $25. 17 US, but actually in American money, it's $17 for this book. That's good. Graphic novel for $17 plus shipping. That's very, very manageable. Very nice. Let me maybe get about this. This looks pretty good. Looks very interesting. It's a bit funny term like that. I could take a look at later on. And we're back over here. Great. Cyberfrog Unforgettable Tales has moved up to $203,014. It's still funding, and hopefully it lasts long enough for me to back these 2 books. I like to get them and stuff. They look very, very good. You can get each book for $10, or you can get both books for $20 plus shipping. And that looks reasonable. July 2020. And ships worldwide. So this looks great. Very good looking. Very nice. Now, let's go over to look at some other stuff since we're here. Let's go over to tabletop games and see if anything new has come up. Chaos Rising, 6 days left. A classic dungeon exploration adventure designed for 4 or more characters, at least 10th level. Okay. Savage Kingdoms. This looks pretty good. Let's try video games now. Disillusion. Dead Matter. There's Switch Fighter, which has made 351,455. Hopefully it gets another 30 days because it's made 45,334. I really hope this thing gets through because I'd love to be able to play the games on this thing. Let's take a look at it.
When you play an arcade game with your Switch, you probably have a hard time attempting to control it with the original Joy-Con. It doesn't feel like a real arcade game. Well, all you need is Switch Fighter. Switch Fighter turns your Switch into a portable mini arcade cabinet. Just see for yourself. Switch Fighter supports most kind of games in Switch. You can insert your control horizontally or vertically and enjoy all the new games alike. With its classic joystick and buttons, Switch Fighter is a must-have for all gamers, offering the full arcade experience. Portable multiplayer capacity is also supported. 2-player and 4-player modes are available through the Switch network. So light and portable, it feels like a real arcade console at your fingertips. Switch Fighter also functions as a dock with HDMI out and power supply. We love playing classic games and new releases on Switch. We've tried lots of similar products, but none of them emulated the arcade feel we were looking for. That's why we created Switch Fighter, in order to take your Switch to the next level. If you're looking for an ideal arcade joystick for Switch, like us, then it's just a click away. Help Switch Fighter come alive. Thank you for your support.
Looks good, huh? I hope this gets pushed along. I hope this campaign does it. Or I hope this campaign gets pushed along. I just hope this campaign does just do it and stuff. Let's move on. All right, let's go down here. Look at more video games and stuff. There's Frog Song now running through in demand. Looks like a good-looking game. Oh, what was it? Shankara Rising. 4 days left. Doesn't look like it did. Deluxe Nintendo Book NES and Nimbus Volume 1A through 1. Yeah, this looks like another good thing that should be funded. Let's take a look at this. As you see, this is basically talking about the NES library and about all the things about the Nintendo games and stuff like that for the NES. It looks like a good book and stuff like that. You should go back at it. It just looks good. Got 48 days left and going back to this book. Look at this a bit. Let's go back over here. Let's see this stuff here. And minutes in. Let's see. There's Desolatism graphic adventure based on Lovecraft. Let's take a look at this game. It's a horror game, so this looks awesome. Wow, look at this. Let's see some of that again, huh? All right. It's 49,979. I think it's been fully funded. June 2021. Yeah, this looks good for a game. Yeah. It's been fully funded. Stuff like that. So this game's coming to people and it looks like it's going to make a buttload of money. All right, look at this. Let's see. Other stuff to look at. Let me go back to comics. There's Campbell Moon's Hell Salad comic book issue. Oh yeah, you could take a look at Cash Grab. Let's go down here. There's T-Bird and Throttle. There's Cash Grab, Sins of the Fae. All of them are doing well. Replicator Remastered, still. Right. Let's see. Let's do this. An hour and 11 minutes in. We got more people watching. Here we are. Oh yeah, they took down his. They took down the trailer. I guess we could go back to that and stuff. Look for it again. Maybe later. There's Ping. The Fae is ended. If Jessica Jones was a Fae sorceress, doesn't do it. Chronicles of Calamity, other books and stuff. Sidewinder, Gremlins of Chenu, Mare, all Pandemic. All of them are doing well. And His Entertainment presents Absolute Book One. As I said, it needs a little more money before it's funded. It's got 11 days left. Hopefully, it does it. There's XCT, which is 75 AUD. It's another book with some great artwork. There's The Lost Pages, which has made 18,024 with 18 days left. Jawbreakers Grand Bazaar has made 186,462. There's Slaughter Squad, and there's Mortal Worlds, which has been fully funded. It has only basically come to 2,642. But it's been fully funded, so it's good. 190. So it's got 8 hours left. Go and fund this book while you still can. I'll probably go into in demand, but hey, let's get it up there. Battle Maiden Nickel Bomb doing what? Great. Vestra and every. There's this stuff. There's this stuff as well. Lady Alchemy has made 50,269. It's moving along well and stuff like now. The book is going to be coming out after the original creator needed to get a new artist to finish off her book. The book is moving along swimmingly now, so it's going to be coming out to its backers. More Lethal is still funding through. It's made 2,130 now, funding through In Demand, so that is great. It's made its first stretch goal, so it's doing well. All right. All of this is doing great. Let's go back over here. We're now in 14 minutes in. Now, let's see this. Remember, folks, go over to Stitched Together Picks. It's a YouTube channel, Stitched Together Picks, hosted by the maniacal cinephile. His reviews of movies are great. He does this character these characters that are so fun to watch. Watching his reviews are just great. That's Stitched Together Picks. Go and subscribe to him. Also, go over to Robot Co-op, or rather, let's see, go over to Creepy Little Book. They're like the Art Bell radio show. They do this guy live streams with his friends every night around 10 o'clock. He live streams with other popular YouTubers like Mecha-Random24, Fordorable the Horrible, Tina, and others. They get together every night and they basically talk about the weird and strange things that go on in the world. That's Creepy Little Book. Go and subscribe to them. Also, go over to Robot Co-op. These guys are like Mystery Science Theater 3000. They do these live streams with robot puppets that are just funny as hell to watch. Go and subscribe to them. You'll love their content. In fact, go and subscribe to them right now. That's Robot Co-op. Also, please go and subscribe to my own YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. Remember, there is misspelled as T-H-E-R. Well, T-H-E-R-E. So it's easier to find. Remember like that. I'm going to thank you all for joining me tonight. This has been a great live stream. I really enjoyed myself. I'll be back again tomorrow around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock for another live stream. So be sure to check in again then. I'm Chris Williams from the Scumdogs Kennel. Thank you all for joining me. I'll be back again tomorrow.